Level 1, the entrance. You think you found it. A plain building, a dirt road, a field. Nothing here. That's the point. What you just walked into is the decoy, a self-contained concrete room designed to fool whoever got past the fence. If an intruder breaches it, the room floods with nitrogen gas in under 10 seconds. They don't get further, they don't get out. The real entrance is behind a wall that doesn't open for a key card. It doesn't open for a password. It opens for a heartbeat. Infrasonic sensors read the specific rhythm of your heart from 3 feet away. Your pulse is your password, and no two are the same. Level 2, the sluice. For the inner door unlocks, you stand in a pressurized chamber. You think it's just a hallway. It isn't. Dry fog fills the room. Hypochlorous acid suspended in mist kills every bacteria and virus on your body in 10 seconds flat. You're not dirty, you're not sick. You just came from a world that is both of those things. Now you're clean. The inner door opens. Behind it, the elevator. It only goes down. Level 3, the living quarters. You expected concrete walls and canned food. What you find looks like a penthouse in Miami. 3 bedrooms, 2 bathrooms, Kohler fixtures, a jetted tub, full kitchen with real appliances. And on the wall where a window should be, a screen, but not a television. A live feed from cameras on the surface above. Whatever is happening up there, you can watch it from your couch. Some residents have requested the feed be turned off. Hard to blame them. Level 4, the amenities. A saltwater pool with a waterfall, a rock climbing wall, a movie theater, a dog park, a bar, a library, a shooting range, a gym. 11 varieties of hydroponic lettuce growing in a vertical farm 2 floors below you. A tilapia aquaponics system producing fresh protein. During one real-world trial run of this exact bunker in Kansas, residents asked the staff to also grow fresh flowers. They did. The apocalypse apparently still requires fresh flowers. Level 5, the sunroom. Here is where it gets strange. You are 100 feet underground. There is no sky above you, and yet you look up and you see one. Not a screen, not a projection. A technology called coelux uses nanoparticles, the same optical physics that makes the real sky blue. It looks like sunlight coming from an infinite distance because it is engineered to behave exactly that way. Your brain cannot tell the difference. You never feel the dark. You never develop what psychologists call bunker madness. You just feel like you live somewhere nice, underground, forever. Level 6, the infrastructure. You think the hard part is the food. It isn't. It's the air and the water. Every drop of incoming water is treated as if it were poison, because after a certain kind of event, it will be. Blast valves in the air intake pipes seal automatically under pressure. There is a volcanic ash scrubber specifically designed for the scenario where Yellowstone, 900 miles away, finally erupts. The dome above can handle winds over 500 miles per hour. An F5 tornado peaks at 300. You're past that. And if someone detonates an electromagnetic pulse and collapses the entire national grid, the lights down here stay on. EMP shielding is standard. The whole structure sits inside its own electrical immune system. Level 7, the medical suite. What happens when someone has a heart attack 200 feet underground? This level is the answer. Full medical facility, surgical bay, dental chair, emergency room, decontamination chamber. The newest builds include AI-powered diagnostics that can run tests and flag conditions without a doctor present. Because there is no doctor, there is no ambulance, there is no hospital to call. Everything you need is already in the building. The wealthiest clients have also begun including cryo-storage units, not for themselves, for livestock embryos. If cattle go extinct on the surface, the code to rebuild the species exists on this floor. Level 8, the vault. This is the level that doesn't appear on any floor plan, but it exists. Art stored in argon gas-filled cases where not a single atom of decay can reach it. Original paintings, rare documents, bloodline records, the things that outlast empires, and something newer. Quartz glass plates, each the size of a paperback book, etched with data using a process called Project Silica. The entire archive of human knowledge, history, science, literature, music, encoded into glass that lasts 10,000 years. Hard drives fail, servers burn, glass doesn't. If the world above is gone, Everything it knew is here. One researcher described this level simply. He called it the Noah's Ark for civilization. Not for animals, for information. Level 9, the security core. The perimeter isn't guarded by guns alone. Long-range acoustic devices line the outer boundary. They don't fire bullets. They emit focused sound waves that cause disorientation and physical pain at distance. Nobody gets close enough to test the doors. And if somehow they do, access inside requires a biometric scan that reads your face, iris, palm print, and fingerprint simultaneously. All four, at once. Miss any one of them and the system locks. The builders themselves never meet the clients. Everything goes through lawyers. Aliases are used. The location of the bunker is on no public record. One construction company said it plainly. One of the founding rules of shelter design is that nobody is supposed to know it exists. Level 10, the core. This is the deepest level, the one that never gets mentioned. At its center sits either a small modular reactor or a geothermal tap. No solar panels, no fuel lines, no grid connection. A power source that runs for 50 years without a single maintenance crew. Without a single phone call to the outside world. The bunker doesn't need the surface. Not for power, not for food, not for water, not for air. And if the billionaire's pulse stops registering on the biometric system, Level 10 initiates what the engineers call the purge protocol. Every hard drive wipes, every door seals. Expanding foam fills every corridor and hardens into synthetic rock that no drill on Earth can penetrate. The vault closes, the data survives, and whatever is left of the world above is on its own. The price. Units in existing facilities start at $1.5 million. Banks don't finance bunkers. Monthly fees run up to $5,000. The next facility being developed in Kansas has a waiting list, and the projected price per unit is 50 to 60 million. Reid Hoffman of LinkedIn has said that at least half of Silicon Valley's wealthiest people have some form of what he calls apocalypse insurance. A bunker, a compound, a New Zealand passport, something. Mark Zuckerberg's Hawaii compound includes a 4,500 square foot underground shelter with its own power, water, and food. Bill Gates reportedly has a bunker under every home he owns. Peter Thiel is building one into the side of a mountain. These aren't rumors, these are building permits, public records, real money, moving underground. The question isn't whether they're preparing, they clearly are. The question is what exactly they're preparing for.